I'm like a little kid when Greg says, don't talk. Don't talk, you're not muted. And then all I want to do is talk.
I'm not seeing the comments.
But I'm not. Who said hi to just me? Maybe Stacy.
No.
Anton.
Oh, hi, Anton. On my side, it says good evening, everyone from Anton.
Scroll down.
That's literally all I see on mine is Anton and then me saying hi to him. I don't have any other comments showing up.
There's Derek.
What? I'm missing out on Derek? My comments better catch up or I'm going to jump off and jump back in and really piss you guys off.
All right, here we go.
Yes, please.
I think it's myth.
So I go with myth.
My vote on this is that it's a myth.
Those in the audience, you should be able to go vote.
So we've had 2 words so far come up on the obelisk.
For anyone who doesn't know me, I'm a psychic medium.
I'm Greg, I'm a paranormal investigator. I've been doing it for about 15 years.
Hi, I'm Ryan. I've been doing paranormal investigating for close to 15 years. Kind of become the most hated paranormal investigator because I shoot everything down.
We're going to be analyzing videos and pictures that claim to have paranormal activity.
I thought that was very interesting when that smoke is hanging in the air like that.
Do we have someone with us who is telling us what that is? Not that who is speaking is actually the one in that video.
Coming from right here, one central area from within the house.
It's time to play Myth or Mystery, the weekly panel show where our panel here, with the help of our viewers, decide if the video or image we're watching is myth, mystery, or unknown. Remember, this series is heavily reliant on our viewer voting on the videos each week, so please share this video out to get more people to join in. Now let's meet our panel tonight. My name is Greg Bakken. I'm a paranormal investigator for the last 15 years. My favorite way of communicating with spirits is through ITC methods, mainly such as the Spirit Box. I've had a lot of success using it. I also host Ghostbox Radio on AM 950 radio and streaming on Ghostbox Radio with Greg Bakken's Facebook page Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. Central Standard Time, bringing some fantastic conversations to you regarding the paranormal, ufology, Bigfoot, and so much more. Next, I'd like to introduce Harlow. She's the co-producer, graphic artist, research, and video researcher. Harlow is also a writer and illustrator with her book, Plugged Into the Paranormal, about her lifelong paranormal experiences. You can find the book on Amazon. Now, we're going to say goodbye to Harlow for now because she has a lot to do behind the scenes, but we're going to be seeing her throughout the show. So let's say goodbye to Harlow now. Thank you, Harlow. Next up is Ryan, and he's our video analyst, resident robot. We're not quite sure if he's an Autobot or Decepticon yet, but we'll figure that out over time. Maybe we'll vote on that one day. He is a 15-year paranormal investigator and the evidence review go-to guy. He always finds things no one else has found, and whether we like it or not, he's going to hit us with some cold, hard facts, and it's very, very interesting. And then, of course, next up, we have Miriam. Miriam is our psychic medium who specializes in remote viewing, aliens, and clearing dark energies. She's also a teacher of spirituality, the paranormal, and bridging the gap between the two. Harlow and Miriam also have the podcast True Crime Psychic Eye, now streaming here on our YouTube page, Myth or Mystery Live. Check out their True Crime Psychic Eye promo for Malaysia Flight 370.
There's no sign of Flight 370.
Like a suicide mission with a twist. I'm only feeling 2 people involved, 2 men. The pilot and this other person that was dictating to him what to do and how to do it.
Malaysia Airlines Flight 370, a red-eye from Kuala Lumpur to Beijing, seemed routine.
The pilot agreed to turn off its navigation.
370, contact Ho Chi Minh 120.9, good night. Good night, Malaysia, 370.
Ocean Infinity already conducted a months-long search for the plane in 2018, but came up empty.
They're saying it's still there. It's still in Malaysia, that it circled back.
This is an area with very few people, very few ships. It is just a very, very remote part of our world.
They're going to find it by a wing that is fully intact, sticking out.
Okay, so that looks really cool. Once again, folks, you can check this out on the YouTube channel at Myth or Mystery Live. And then also, if you missed last week's show, check it out on the YouTube channel at Myth or Mystery Live, where Ryan actually voted mystery again on the dog seeing the dark haunting shadow, which is, you know, if you've not seen the show before, Ryan actually, you know, voting in the proper way is actually very, very rare and very scary. Now, what happened to our tech guy?
Yeah, isn't it bizarre that our tech guy can't get connected? Does he need my help?
He needs something, and I don't know what it. Oh, look who decided to show up. Thanks for.
I can hear you guys. I just can't.
What is going on? Can I tell you though?
Yeah.
It is, Harlow pointed this out before. Whenever we do alien nights, he always has this problem.
Do you think they're calling him back?
Oh,
like
God,
a recall,
he wouldn't be so
thing? While we're waiting for Ryan to decide to join us, I know that you have something to tell. I also got to tell. Oh, I mean,
Ryan.
I can hear you. I'm working on getting my other computer set up, so we'll see.
All right. This is good. I mean, we're only live. Okay, bye-bye. So I got to say before, because I know you got something to tell, I got to say that I had a great moment on my radio show Monday night. It was a very tense discussion. I'm pushing back on my guests, which I don't normally do. It's
really?
It's very serious. It's very tense. And as I end the show, where I'm trying to cue my music to end the show, something happens on my mixer. It switches everything around. So as I'm like, you know, thank you for joining us in Ghostbox Radio next week. And so I start up the music, and instead of the music, I get, thank you for joining me on Ghostbox Radio. And it's like, what the hell? It's like a party over there. And it's just like, we had this very serious, tense conversation. And
and that's how you end it.
To make my point even more relevant, I guess that's kind of how I ended the show. So that was great. That was professional.
That is funny. Oh, that sucks. Look who's here.
Yeah.
That ain't me, brah.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Is that better?
No.
You got to mute one of your computers.
Yeah, do you have both computers up?
How about that?
Okay. You know Ryan's having a bad night when I'm telling him what to do.
Yeah.
I mean the thing is, it's just simply the tech guy trying to figure out how to run a computer. That's all this is.
That's all it is.
Unbelievable.
All right. Well, that's time no one's ever going to get back.
Well, at least we have him. That's what matters.
Right.
I'm here.
Yeah. So, okay, Miriam, what's going on?
Not much. I still have a cold. I'm drinking hot tea, and you guys are making fun of me for it.
And why are we making fun of you for
Okay,
it?
so I use metal straws, and I put a metal straw in my hot tea, and it burned my tongue.
Interesting.
So I didn't put the two together that a hot metal thing would burn my mouth.
It's kind of like cause and effect, isn't it?
So weird. But I wanted to share something. Sometimes I like telling my stories just so Greg can be in shock and awe. But I do need to preface the story with the fact that I teach spirituality. I am my strengths are communicating with aliens, the paranormal. So when it comes to being human, things are a little different.
Mm-hmm.
Have you ever first off, do you guys have a Ralph's shopping grocery store there where you live?
What's it called?
Ralph's?
No.
It's like a Safeway or a Kroger's, or do you guys have either of those?
Well, we have. I've heard
What
of them.
planet are you on?
The right one? I don't know.
What's the name of a grocery store out there by you?
Coburn's Cub.
Okay.
You know, they don't. Just so you know, grocery stores are not the same across the country.
Well, they should be.
No, okay. Well, sorry.
So Ralph's is your run-of-the-mill grocery store, okay?
Oh, Ralph's. I'm just kidding. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh my God, I can't. Look at Linda. They don't live in California like we do. I know they're not cool. So, okay. So anyway, I have to go to Ralph's. I don't shop at Ralph's. My husband shops at Ralph's, but he hurt himself. And so he couldn't go. So I had to go get him some stuff because I'm nice, which is rare. And I'm like, fine, I'll go to your Ralph's. I shop at Trader Joe's and Whole Foods, but fine, I'll go. Apparently this Ralph's is 3 stories, including the parking. Okay. Should I read the text chain? I got lost inside the grocery store. I had to text Bruce to have him tell me how to get back out to the parking lot. And he has, this is no joke. You know how the phones have, you can get those trackers on there? So like parents track their kids. Well, he got it to track me because I get lost so often. So he could see where I'm at and walk me through how to get out. And the whole time I was like, this is why I don't shop at Ralph's. Trader Joe's is 1 floor. It's not 3 floors. This is insane. How am I lost in the back of a grocery store? And of course, when I text that to Bruce, no shock and awe from Bruce. He was like, I figured. That's why I sat by my phone. And I was like, oh, Greg's going to love this story that I got lost in a grocery store. And that's no joke.
No. No, I mean, I think time will judge you better than I will.
I didn't say I could human well. I said I could alien well. That's why I prefaced the story with my strengths.
If you haven't been to
it was a tall store, Linda.
If you haven't been to it before, that's fair. I mean, that's cool. I once did a job interview at the local PBS station. Okay, this was back in like 1994, 1995, and I was so nervous. And I was driving downtown St. Paul. I was so nervous. I went back
you
through.
in your pants?
Well, that still happens. But I went through the entrance of the parking ramp instead of the exit, and I ripped off part of the car. So.
Oh my God.
And then I told my parents that it was someone hit me in the parking lot. So
oh my God.
No.
And then you lied on top of it?
It's what us Gregs do. I told you.
Gregs are liars. That's awesome. That story's almost better than mine.
And that's all that matters. All right, let's go ahead and play Myth or Mystery. Myth or Mystery is an interactive paranormal show with a panel of know-it-alls and audience participation. The panel of know-it-alls will individually determine myth, mystery, or unknown. Myth is not paranormal. Mystery is paranormal. Unknown means not paranormal, but may not be man-made or faked either. The audience is polled throughout the show to determine their analysis of each video, myth, mystery, or unknown. When the panel is not unanimous, the audience polling will be the tiebreaker. The audience will also have opportunities to win prizes via the paranormal trivia question segments. If you're watching on Facebook, jump over to YouTube to join the polling. That is the only way that you can vote on these videos. YouTube polling is at Myth or Mystery Live. Once again, at Myth or Mystery Live. There are nearly as many people creating fake paranormal and UFO videos these days as there are people trying to capture genuine evidence. Add to that the capabilities of modern technology such as hologram projections, jetpacks, and programmable drones, it's becoming increasingly more difficult to know what is real. That's why shows like ours, Myth or Mystery, are important in helping us to remember to always use your intuition to evaluate with a critical eye. I also have to tell you both, that show on Monday where that all went pear-shaped for me, the woman, I had her on the phone. I'm talking the way I'm talking right now. She couldn't hear me. She couldn't hear. She's like, you're mumbling. And so I'm just like, how about now? You know what I mean? Anyway, also breaking news in Myth or Mystery. We now have audience analysis, which will now happen after the panel does their analysis. So once Ryan craps all over what we just saw, we'll be able to get to what you all write in the comments. Please continue to write your comments in real time. We will get to them, but we're putting them in a little bit of a separate segment, so everything is all nice and clean. That's all we're doing, right?
Ryan the crapper.
Just like the seagull comes in, shits all over thing, and just leaves. So that's just kind of how it works. You're not disagreeing, though. You're laughing, but you're not disagreeing.
That's
Ryan
very true.
He
You saw the opening.
We did. We sure did. All right, let's get to it.
Here we go.
Image number 1.
Now, I saw that. I don't give a goddamn what anybody else says about it. I saw that on film. Phil Klass can kiss my ass. He wasn't there. I was.
Robert Jacobs, a videographer at Vandenberg Air Force Base, claims a dummy warhead missile test near Big Sur in September of 1964 was shot down by a UFO and told never to speak of it.
It flew into the frame like this, and it shot a beam of light at the warhead, which is represented by my thumb here. Now, remember, all this stuff is flying at several thousand miles an hour. So this thing fires a beam of light at the warhead, hits it, and then this thing flies up like this. Meanwhile, we're all going like this, fires another beam of light, goes around like this, we're going like this, fires another beam of light, goes down like this, fires another beam of light, and then flies out the way it came in. And the warhead tumbles out of space.
He had an article published in the National Enquirer in 1982, which undermined his credibility. The military then denied he was ever in the Air Force. They later walked that back and admitted he was present at the missile test. In 1989, Jacobs published the details in the MUFON UFO Journal. Also in the late 80s, his superior, who had told him never to speak about it, began writing letters that Jacobs' story was true. The major admitted that government agents cut the UFO portion from the original film. In 1993, the operations analyst for the missile test said the Air Force destroyed the film before 1976. So the footage in this video is a creative reenactment. The text, "actual film," on the black and white portion is highly suspicious. Was a UFO involved?
All right. So with that being said, people, if you haven't gone over yet to at Myth or Mystery Live on YouTube, please go over there and vote for this. Okay, Miriam, what do you think?
All right. So just so you guys know at home, what you're voting on is if this is actual footage or not. Is that correct, Harlow? I don't know. I see you shaking your head. Okay, good. I guess there's so much for me going on in this video. There's so much. I don't feel from that black disc in that video when it comes up next to the missile. For me, I feel nothing from that. So what that tells me is this isn't actual footage. But so this video isn't actual footage, but this really happened. I think obviously his passion is there, but from an intuitive space, I can feel the group that interacted with this missile, and they are telling me that they interacted because there was an agreement with the US government that this missile or some missile like it wouldn't be used or tested, and they did it anyway. And there was an interception because of the level of destruction. And so this group that came in to intervene wasn't there to fight us. They were there to kind of put us in check and say, I thought we agreed this wasn't going to be used. And obviously that's not like, those could be literal words, but I don't know that it's literally that, because I don't feel like there is necessarily literal communication like to that degree, as much as there's like this unspoken word, or just a general agreement of like what will be used and what won't be used. So for me, if we're looking at, is this video actual footage like it states, I say no, and it's a myth. But obviously his scenario, what he's sharing, did happen. He did witness it, and that is real.
So what are we voting on? And I guess I am a little confused on that as well. Are we voting on whether or not that is real footage, or are we voting on whether or not that this scenario actually happened?
Harlow, I don't remember.
Well, we had agreed we would do it if the video itself was real or not. That's what the poll
Okay,
was
good.
on TikTok.
So
You're saying myth.
Good. So I was right. Thank you.
Let's not go that far, but so
correct. I said myth. Yes.
So
thank you, Harlow.
Okay. So then we're looking at, even though they say in the video that the footage was destroyed, we're thinking that it might have been resurfaced then, and this is what we're voting on.
Yeah, we're voting on the fact that this video's been circulating for so long, and that it says at the bottom actual footage, and then there's like for me, the reason why this video was important was A, I could feel that alien interaction happened, but B, it was like, is this real or not? Like, what's going on? Like, why is there so many conflicting and even in the comments it was conflicting. Some people were like, no, it's real. Some people were like, it's not. And then so Harlow jumped in and started researching and was like, well, if we go based off of what this, the research says, is that evidence was destroyed. Now, of course, that could be hearsay. Maybe the evidence wasn't destroyed. Maybe they said that to shut people up, right? So that's where this is still left like, maybe this could be actual footage. Like, we don't really know. And that's where we said, well, let's vote. Let's analyze. Let's figure out, is this, like, we all believe this guy. Mm-hmm. It's a matter of whoever clipped this video together. It wasn't him. It was someone else. Is that really what the footage he's referencing?
Okay. All right. So, because I mean, you're right. I would definitely agree with his telling of the story. I would say absolutely 100% true. I'm also going to say, I think that footage is real. I think that is the actual footage. And I feel like that, I am not Lucasfilm, so I don't know if, Industrial Light and Magic had to go at this or not. But I just feel like that it's an interesting video. To me, it's not overly produced. It looks pretty simplistic, and it gets the point across. So I am going to say that this is a mystery.
Well,
Ryan, go ahead, Ryan. We're ready for you. We're ready for you.
I'm gonna try to do this. We'll see if my computer will actually work. Give me 1 second. I'm working around multiple screens here. I think you'll have to put up my other account, Greg.
Put up your other account? What the hell are you talking about?
That
there
one?
you go. Yep.
I know. Hey.
So I was doing some digging. I found this video too, which is quite similar to it. Not quite exact, but quite similar. We see a lot of the same attributes there. Some disc-shaped object coming up and shooting a light at what appears to be something flying through the sky. This one, to me, nothing about it screaming legit. And just wanted to show that one. So this is still frame from our picture. This is supposedly from the 60s. It was 64, I believe, an Atlas missile. So I went through and I found a couple different Atlas missiles while they're in flight. The military obviously tested these out quite a lot. These were our intercontinental ballistic missiles. Carried our nuclear payloads, so they did a lot of testing. A lot of film actually exists on these things. The point here does match. The shape of it matches. The bottom does not match. And then the flames coming out. You guys can see the flames coming straight out of it. They don't wait a little bit and then come back out here. This is indicative of like a modern, higher propellant fuel burn versus what they were using back in the 50s and 60s. The light that this thing is shining, it kind of starts behind it, and then it goes through this black object pointing at it. I don't know what else to say other than this is a myth to me, 100%. I don't believe any of it.
You're wrong. You're both wrong. You're wrong.
Okay, how do I bring us back up? Oh, there we are.
Kind of like that is how that works.
That. Before I go to the comments, I did want to say, in case I wasn't clear, that the way I was reading that was based off of that disc that comes through. That was like a black disc, and I was feeling whether that was man-made or alien, and that for me was very much dense. Like when something is man-made, it's very heavy and dense, and when it's not, when it's alien, it's much lighter. That's like one way to describe it, and that was where I was getting that information from for me. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to read off some stats here from the voting.
Okay.
We had 10% myth, 45% mystery, and 45% unknown.
Good. So now it's time. Now
like
it's time for.
Brad was saying he wanted to do a revote because they weren't sure on what exactly they were voting on.
No.
Okay.
So I don't know if we want to reopen it.
So apparently now Ryan's also reading the comments as well as co-hosting the show. Just as we're about to do the audience analysis music that Miriam worked very hard to create.
Also, that's true. I felt like so do you guys want to revote? Harlow, how much do you hate the world right now? Do you want to?
Wow.
Can we repost it? The poll. Everyone's agreeing with Brad. Thanks, Brad.
Here's the thing.
I love you, Brad.
Here's the thing. It's like, okay, well, I think that we just assume that we just.
You're right.
Well, here's the thing.
Right.
Well, we bug everyone to go to YouTube to vote, and we're like, vote, and then they're like, hey guys, we're not really sure what we're voting on, and we're like, too bad, you had your chance. So
it's just like trivia, yeah.
Right, it's just like trivia. I pick the winners. Like, you're welcome to give the right answer, but I'm going to choose who I want.
Yeah.
Okay, so hold on, Harlow, are we good?
Voting is up.
Oh, voting's up. Okay, so guys, you're voting. Thank you, Harlow. You're voting on whether or not that video that says actual footage is actual. Oh, sorry. Shit. Oh, I took it down. Ryan, can you put yours back up?
Yeah.
It's okay. I can, if it's easier for me, I can grab mine again. You want me to grab mine? Because I know your computer's weird.
So basically, we're having people vote after Ryan already said that it's fake. I just want to make sure I understand how this game is evolving.
You said it was real, though, so let's see who they like more.
Well, I mean, that doesn't mean anything, first of all. I mean, we already know.
Hold on. I mean, we're really botching this show right now. We fucking it. Blame Brad. He started this, and everyone jumped on his bandwagon. All right. So, all jokes aside, you're gonna vote to see, like, to tell us if you believe that bottom video is actually Greg.
Right.
All right. I'm gonna go to someone's yelling at us in the private chat. Oh, it's Harlow. I always say yelling because I feel like Harlow's always yelling. During the show, she's trying to keep everyone in line.
Well, when you're having her redo the vote, I can't imagine that's being a lovely situation for her. So
I know. But that's what makes her so great. I vote Greg. Okay, that's not one of the voting options.
there we go.
Okay, hold on.
So
Okay, I did tell you guys. Did I not tell you guys what you were voting on? I did say you were voting on whether or not that video is actual footage or not.
I don't. That was until. Well, I mean, to me it wasn't clear until after it was my turn to do the do the analysis.
I think.
All right. So I blame me. I blame myself.
We could do a polling on that.
All right, so we got new numbers now. The polling is closed again.
Oh, hold on.
72%.
Yeah,
Oh,
go ahead. No, Brad. I was just saying thank you, Brad. I
No.
love you, but thank you.
Thanks for shooting the show off course by about
Brad.
45 minutes. Around 1 a.m. we'll get to video 2. Yeah.
Nancy, I blame you too. Don't vote. It's not about voting for Greg or not. It's about voting on that effing video. And I'm not repeating myself. Go. Okay, go. You're up, Ryan. I'll shut up.
72% myth, 18 mystery, 9 unknown.
All right. All right, I take sole responsibility for how smooth that whole thing went.
It was pretty smooth. I'll give you that.
That was one of our better videos. All right, so you didn't all of that, and we didn't get to play this.
Well, not that we blame people about that. That was Ryan's fault because he just jumped right into well, Brad said that we have to do a revote.
Hey, we're based on audience participation.
Man.
I mean, all I do is say the show is all. Listen, here's the deal: is I always say the show is the star of the show is the video. Second is the audience, and then it's us. So if the audience is unhappy, we need to fix it.
Yeah. We need to tell them how to vote. That's how that's working. But that's okay. That's okay. Maybe next time we'll be clear up front. I don't know. And just
And yet we were the one who voted for that video to be the one we vote on. Did anyone understand what Jeremy just said?
That was a viewer video that they wanted us to analyze. So they told us to look at that video.
Yes, they did.
I'm just going to stay in the middle of this. I'm just going to stay in the middle of this and just keep going at it. Okay. So, all right, everyone, Ryan will send you all some sort of prize, consolation prize. No, I don't blame you, Brad. You were right because everyone agreed with you. You were right. Greg was wrong.
We won't blame you publicly.
But after this, for sure.
Did we get through all the comments that you want to get through?
I mean, they're just yelling at me, really.
Well,
I mean,
some
look,
might say not enough, but
should I just keep doing this? I mean, this is all that's going on.
Good, and then we could do a lot of, as well, just to kind of drive it home.
All right, well, that was fun. I happen to really like that video. I was really excited about doing that video tonight, and then it just turned into a little bit of a shit show. So, anywho, I liked Ryan's analysis of it. That was really cool. Did anyone else like it?
No, I didn't actually. The fire isn't coming out of the rocket correctly. Oh, so sorry, Dr. Von, whatever
Rocket?
you are. God,
Dr. Von Rocket?
All right, my gosh. All right, well, let's try to rebuild, I guess. The show will never be the same again.
No.
Should we talk about some more viral video and talk about talk about our good friend Ghost Inspector Greg. So
Let's do it.
Myth or Mystery would like to welcome Ghost Inspector Greg, who will be doing our viral video of the week segment. Greg has over 26,000 plus followers on Instagram and posts some of the best viral paranormal videos. We have polling up for you, the audience. Let us know what you think of viral video number 1. Voting is open on YouTube. Go to @MythOrMysteryLive and go ahead and check it out.
I'm coming.
Viral videos with Ghost Inspector Greg. Do you believe in haunted dolls? These guys do. Or is this just a child dressed up in a costume? Check it out.
In 2021, a store owner in Mexico City captured a disturbing video originating from his store's storage room. He woke up to a security notification at 3 a.m. When he checked the cameras, he found one of his dolls moving on its own. Here's that clip. Do you think his store is haunted?
Next video is another Ghost Inspector Greg exclusive. It's at the very haunted Glen Tavern Inn in Santa Paula, California. The haunted Glen Tavern Inn has a history laced with mystery and murder. Paranormal phenomena occur here on a regular basis. The hotel manager told me that she saw a man walk through a wall just a few days before. Now, I set this camera up myself at the very back of the hall. There were no doors behind it, and there were no people. Let us know what you think by voting at Myth or Mystery.
Hi.
All right.
Hey, can I say something really quick?
Yeah, of course. Why stop now?
I know. Brad, it wasn't your fault. It was clearly my fault. And you just spoke for the masses.
Well, it's a shame that you made him feel that way. That's all I'm going to say.
Brad, I love you. I'm sorry. Brad made Scully. I would never say anything to hurt him. Okay, what's the polling? Moving on from that debacle. Jeesh.
71% myth, 25 mystery.
Oh, good.
29. I'm sorry. I can't even read my own writing tonight.
All right. So majority say myth, so we aren't going to analyze it. Boom, done.
All right. So with that being said, okay. Are we time traveling?
Sorry, Denise.
So anyway, so we're not going to, and were we voting on the living doll? Is that what we're voting on?
They were voting on the doll, yes, on whether or not that was a myth or mystery. Did I confuse that too?
I just all I want to know is what's going on. That's all. So let's see here. With that being said, so we're not going to talk about the doll, the realistic doll. So let's talk about some trivia then while we can. Why don't we talk about some trivia issues?
What happened? It's like you were wound up and then just slowly lost your batteries. What happened?
This show depresses me. No, I'm just kidding. But seriously, we're going to talk about something with trivia before we give our first trivia section.
Oh my God! Blame middle management. That's me. Why are we still talking about this, guys? I make one mistake my entire life. This is the first time I've ever made a mistake. I don't know how to deal with it. Brad, Oh, he does it to Jeremy's show all the time. All right. Well, I'm going to hand it over and just blame Brad for everything. You're right. Okay.
Yeah.
Back to trivia. So, guys, if you're going to play trivia, I think we realized why Crack Skull and Jeremy keep winning. And that's because they cheat because Linda pointed out there's a delay. If you're not on YouTube, it may come like last week they were getting the answers before the question came. So we recommend you go on YouTube, and so then you can answer in real time. And I know what Jeremy's going to say is, I'm not on YouTube, I'm on Facebook. Well, I don't know. I don't have all the answers. Apparently I have zero answers tonight.
He is on YouTube. He is on
lost
YouTube
in a grocery store. So what do I know?
Look at the icon by his photo. You moved it away from him, of course. There you go. And that is YouTube. So he is on YouTube. So I don't know why I'm sounding like I'm angry at him, because he didn't actually say what you said. You're just saying what he's probably going to say.
Exactly. So if you want to win a lot of money or a new car, go to YouTube and put your answer in.
Exactly.
But we need a question. So let's try that.
We do, but I'm afraid that people don't have enough time to get over. So we'll do our best. But we
can keep talking.
Now, remember, my dear friends, that you will have 5 seconds from the time I read the question to answer. And we're only accepting answers from YouTube tonight. So, and then once the answers start coming in, we'll put them up on screen. And if you're wrong, we'll have a polite for you. So, and then if you win, your name gets put into Scully, which is behind Miriam, and we do a monthly drawing. You saw the merchandise, the beautiful merchandise that has been created for this program, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Our first trivia question tonight is, what year was MUFON founded? What year was MUFON founded? You have 5 seconds to answer the question.
Also, to make this show even longer and more painful, we didn't technically say you couldn't vote if you weren't on YouTube. We just said you'll get better results if you're on YouTube.
Oh, that's fair. That's fair. You could answer in Facebook, but that's not really a year. But
crap is not a year. No.
No, sorry. So, what year was MUFON founded?
2005. 2003. 1904. Fucking Jeremy again.
There we go.
All right, Jeremy, you win. I'm putting his name in. Scully. 1921.
Nope. Nope, that's not the case. Now, I'm sure Jeremy knew this. I'm sure that he didn't look it up or anything. So, just
Stacy, she's gonna have to buy her own. She's like, I'm gonna have to buy my own crap.
No kidding. I get it. I get it. All right, Jeremy won. We're the only show that when someone wins, we're just like, for God's sake, you won.
Well, remember my mom said, she was like, you should rename it to Stumping Jeremy. It's not trivia. It's what does Jeremy not know? He's such a know-it-all.
Right. Well, okay. So now we're moving on to, 70 minutes later, we're moving on to image number 2. And once again, as with the last one, this should be very interesting. No, it was a joke. So here we go. You ready for image number 2?
Oh, sorry. Yes, I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
March 8th was the 10-year anniversary of the disappearance of Malaysia Airlines Flight 370. After communication was lost, satellite data determined it had turned south over the Indian Ocean. The bulk of the plane was never found. no distress call came, and no organization claimed responsibility for its disappearance. Many theories have surfaced: a pilot suicide mission, hijacking by passengers, ion battery cargo causing a fire, or that it was shot down. With interest renewed in the mystery, another theory has become prominent on social media. In May of 2014, a video surfaced of several orbs surrounding a plane similar to Flight 370. An explosion or burst of light is seen, encompassing the plane, and it disappears, along with the orbs. Is this footage genuine? Are the orbs alien ships or advanced technology here on Earth? Did the plane explode, or was it possibly teleported, as some have suggested? The Myth or Mystery panel will discuss and analyze to determine what happened.
Interesting.
Are we all clear on what we're voting on?
I think so. So, Miriam. Well, I mean, should we ask the audience? Do we know what we're doing?
I mean, I'm pretty traumatized from earlier, so.
Well, that's one. Okay, here we go.
Oh, here. That's hi, guys. Oh, shit. Okay. There we go. Well, I mean, can everyone handle it? You guys good? Are we good? Or Brad, you all right there? Can you handle it? Or are we all having PTSD from about 20 minutes ago?
I think only one is.
That would be me.
I think it's Metal Straw that's having the PTSD.
Who invented metal straws? That's not a good idea.
It's so that
your teeth.
It gives it so the turtles can have something to choke on. That's why they can.
Well, I know, and I will continue to use them for that reason. But still, okay. Okay, so this is very interesting. Okay. What we have here, folks, is, and I don't know. I have no idea. This is what I know. I know that there was some alien interaction because of what was being carried in the plane. I don't know. Here's what's weird for me. I'm probably going to go unknown for this because I can't tell. Like, I feel the alien interaction when I see this video, but I don't necessarily, I'm not really sure if that video is the actual alien group or if it's an reenactment. So that's where I'm a little stuck. Now, to be clear, aliens did not blow this up. Aliens did not disintegrate this. Aliens did not ultimately interfere. And again, similar to the first video, the only reason why aliens interacted at all was due to something we were carrying or managing that was beyond our control. Meaning beyond our control, meaning we weren't aware of its power or gravity. I do feel like that the pilot was aware that there was alien interaction with him, which was part of the reason why he went he changed course and disappeared. But it wasn't because of aliens. Aliens did not intercept him or the plane. The alien groups that were involved to make sure nothing happened to what was being carried in the plane, not to hurt or cause any issues. I'm conflicted on answering the question, is this video footage real? Because I just don't know. Like, I feel like it's been manipulated a lot and there is some truth to it, but it's not what it's showing us. Mm-hmm. But there is some truth to it, but I feel like there's been so much manipulation that truth has been lost. And this is why, for me, I tend to speak out against conspiracy theories, because when you read a conspiracy theory intuitively, there's a deeper understanding of what actually is taking place versus man-made. Conspiracy theories tend to be very heavily man-made, and that's not truth. Truth is intuitive, not my own opinion, not what I wish or think. It's intuition. So for me to follow my intuition on this, which is my job here, is this is manipulated heavily. There is some truth at the bottom of this, like the original, like it's almost like I would say that is the plane, that is footage of the plane, but it's been heavily manipulated. And because I can feel the alien groups that were interacting to protect and support, I say that, again, there's truth to that. But ultimately, I guess I got to go with unknown. Because I'm
Okay.
getting mixed.
All right. My turn. Myth. Who shot the who shot the footage? That's where we're at with that. I mean, is there a camera crew following the plane? Where would this footage have come from? That is so high in the atmosphere, that's looking down on this plane and just picking it up at the moment that there are these supposed orbs that are all around it, and you have this heat-seeking footage as well. I'm not even sure what I'm looking at, because there are just it doesn't look real to me. Nothing about this feels real to me at all. I am 100% myth on this one.
And I have some numbers here. We got 42% say it's a myth, 25 mystery, and 33 unknown right now. And I can't see my screen here.
I got it.
Thank you. Okay, so I went through and I did what I always do. I took some screenshots. This first one, a plane flying through the air. The second one, and then when this portal, whatever you want to call it, comes in. Couple of things about this for me. We have the wing here is one shape. This one, a split second later, is a completely different shape. It looks like the plane actually shrunk a little. This wing is bent, almost like it's a bird flying through the air. And this portal thing, it's causing some really weird stuff to happen within the clouds. I blew this up so it would show up nice on here, but the original footage, it's so fake. And Greg, like you said, who's shooting this? The longer video out there says that there was a Predator drone in the area that happened to capture it.
Yeah.
And Miriam, kind of going with what you said, if they were carrying something, did they have a drone following it? If so, we would have never seen that video. It's a myth. It's a myth completely.
And once again, not to, and by no means to take away from anything that Miriam has been feeling or anything, because that's a separate thing altogether. It's just that the video itself is redunculous.
Yeah. Very nice word.
So I think that deserves there's that.
Audience analysis.
Audience analysis.
I swear to God, if it's anything like I didn't know what to vote on, I'm leaving. I'm getting up and I'm walking away. All right. All right. Linda and Jeremy are just doing coffee talk. Anton told you to dig deeper for the questions with a smiley face. How did someone even get this?
What questions?
He was referencing trivia.
Oh, well, he didn't win it, so what's the point? So if you're going to win it, that's one thing, but you didn't win, so.
Okay, Stacy says I call Bolt. Okay. I have metal straws, but it's for vodka. Okay, that's a side note. I think Miriam might need some vodka after this show. So you guys have been talking shit about me this whole time. I've been talking the aliens, and you're just over here talking shit. All right. Are we talking? Listen, I just want to say it took a long time to make that promo, that bumper that says audience analysis, and we're talking about vodka over here. Go, Greg. What did Greg do?
I was right. That's what I did.
Smaller birds attacking hawks. Just a bad video. We knew this assignment. Oh, all right. All right. Well, you guys are. Listen, I might just have a little meltdown tonight with my metal straw in my mouth and my hot tea.
And note that I'm not laughing at you. I was laughing at a joke I heard earlier, just as it happens right now.
Shut up.
So
I love aliens, and I love doing alien videos, even bad ones.
So that's why, for the first time in the history of Myth or Mystery, I came to your defense when I said it doesn't take away from what you were feeling, because we kind of did shat all over the video because it deserved it. And you're.
Oh yeah, well, I took no offense to any of your shatting. I love you guys. You could chat all over. Okay, that was weird. All right, you can chat all over me all you want.
Anyway, yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like Brad's been doing most of the chatting tonight.
Well, make things clear, and he won't.
Seriously.
Get the show ready for air, and maybe we won't have this problem. I don't know.
Oh my God, that is true. I mean, to be fair, this whole week I was on cold medicine, putting it all together. But listen, I'm going to pull Harlow into this mess. Harlow was able to follow me. So either she and I have been working together way too long, or she was hopped up on cold medicine too.
And to Miriam's defense, once again, second time ever that I'm going to do this, she could call on me for help, but she won't hear from me from the moment we log off StreamYard Thursday to the moment we log on again the following Thursday. That's just kind of our relationship,
No, that's your relationship. I just assumed Greg was a vampire, and he goes into his little coffin,
That's not
and
far
then
from
he
the
comes
truth.
out Thursday nights, 7:00 my time.
And if you're a minute late, we hear about it. So there's that as well.
Totally. Look at what Anton said. Miriam, keep in mind the metal straws and antenna. Oh,
It might be
that's
affecting your
awesome.
brain as well. Just saying.
Oh my God, good times. I loved so that whole story, that whole Malaysia flight. That Harlow and I did a podcast on it. That whole story is incredible. And there was one point when I was doing it's in the podcast, which is True Crime Psychic Eye. At one point I kept saying that I saw the plane hovering over the water, and it was just sitting there. And then it just disappeared, and I didn't know how it went from there to underneath the water. It's just such an interesting story. And that's where it's like, when you talk about conspiracy theories, like these things start from somewhere. Like they start from some seed. For me, I believe they start from some seed of truth, but then that truth isn't taken and expanded intuitively. It's just expanded logically. Like, what is the logic behind what happens here? And so anyway, that's why I wanted to do this video. I just was like so amazed at and Harlow and I were like, man, the people in the comments, they believe this video. They really believe that is real, and that aliens took that plane and did something with it. Like, people genuinely believe that. I just thought that was really interesting.
Now, do we have time for the second trivia question?
Always.
Sure.
All right. Now, once again, we give you 5 seconds to answer the question. If you get it correctly, you will get your name put into Scully, which is right behind Miriam, and Anton. You want deeper question? You want a deeper question, Anton?
Let's
get you a deeper question. Let's stay in the realm of the cheerfulness of the last video, and the question is, how many commercial airline planes crashed in 2023? How many commercial airline planes crashed in 2023?
No, that's not fair.
You have 5 seconds to
Google
answer
it.
the question.
Google.
So, Anton, how many commercial airline planes crashed in 2023?
Is this per FAA records?
Don't you worry about where the records came from.
Leave it to Brad. Oh, he's wrong.
Got any more numbers?
6.
Here for the comments. Do you have a random number that? How about I give people a little bit of? I'm just kidding. I hope. Nope. Think lower. Nope. Think lower.
Lower, Stacy. Lower. That's what she said. Wow. Here for the comments.
Yeah, you're really.
I think he started the vodka early tonight.
I think all flights would have been canceled forever if that were the case. A little bit higher.
They're going higher, but not
Just
too much.
A little bit lower. Yeah. Oh, Jesus. There were 6 fatal accidents globally in 2023.
Oh, fatal?
Hey, they're just adding a little sugar to the top there.
Oh, they're still coming.
Yeah, they're still wrong. So
Jeremy picks a random number and still happens to win.
I don't do
all
Laura.
Right. That's good. It's good to know where we all stand. Well, Jeremy, just so you know, your name only gets entered once. If we don't lose it.
Squiggly lines on that last one, so.
And if it doesn't fall and disappear on its way to Scully. So, priceless. With that being said,
look at Brad. Brad, we've already
Brad,
answered it, and someone's already won.
Accidents or crashes. Just relax, okay?
People are still giving us answers.
This isn't Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, okay? Just relax over there. So, with that being said, can we take a look at the final scoreboard?
All right. We have to. Unknown, myth, mystery.
Mystery.
Okay. That looks good, people. That looks good.
It all checks out.
It all checks out. What is wrong with tonight's show? Should I just delete this after we're off? Can you put my name in as consolation? Yes, Stacy. You know what next week's question will be is, since we started airing this show, how many times has Stacy commented on being spanked?
Oh, that's a trivia question. Yes, I like that. I like the question.
Where'd Ryan go? He's done.
He left. He's just like, this is a shit show and I'm out. Whoops, I'm sorry. We're all working the same.
No more Alien Nights.
This show went into the Twilight Zone. I don't know. That was more my zone than the Twilight. For me, the Twilight Zone is kind of my zone.
Yeah. Anyway, with that being said, thank you for joining us on Myth or Mystery. Each week, we bring 2 new videos for you and the panel to weigh in on. If you caught paranormal on camera, please send it to us at mythormystery@yahoo.com. If you enjoyed our show, please like and share it. That's super important. Please do that. Same with any promos that you see us posting. Please like them and share them. We'd really appreciate it. We're going to be back next Thursday, 7 Pacific, 9 Central, here on Myth or Mystery. My dear friends, thank you very much. What a fun show, even though it was really horrible. So we'll see you all next week. Take care. 6 Good dog. Yeah, I'm thirsty.